Mark Adair is opening the bowling for Ireland. Right arm over the wicket. Onto the back foot, cracks hit past point, 4 runs. Good start for Netherlands. Tobias Vizzy is short of the length, has all the time in the world to place it past point, 4 runs. And Netherlands got with a good boundary from Tubi. Mark Adair, the good delivery, but it's been declared wide. The umpires supervising this match is Vinod Babu and Riaz Hussain, while Rahul Asher is the third umpire. We do have our streaming team with us, with Chiku, Praveen, Nagu and scorer Ritesh with us. I am Jamil Zaidi, the commentator. Nicely played off his toes out towards the square leg boundary for a single. Max Daud is to face rightly, right from the middle of the bat, straight to short extra cover for no run. Tubi and Max opening for Netherlands. On the very first ball of the innings, Tubi played a great knock by passing it to point for the 4. Flicks it away off his toes out towards the deep square leg boundary, and only 1 run to be scored, so 1 more to the total. Seven. Mark is a very good fast bowler for Ireland, has done well in the previous matches being played by Ireland. Right arm medium pacer, and brilliantly played by Tubi over mid-on boundary, 4 runs. It's looking the ball in a very nice way, just pulled it away over the mid-on boundary for 4. Good start for Netherlands. 11th for no wicket, with 2 boundaries from Tubi. Some unorthodox shot tried to play it by Tubi, and ball went to the keeper. End of the first over. Netherlands 11 for 1 in the very first over, with 2 boundaries hit by Tubi of Mark Adair. Earlier the weather was very brilliant in the morning, lovely weather for cricket, heavy rain in the morning, but after all the weather becomes more favorable for cricket. Lovely weather with cool breeze blowing past. Craig Young is bowling the second over for Ireland, and Max has to play against him. Right arm over the wicket to Max. slightly short of the length, coming up to the batsman. Very well played. Max out towards the short extra cover. No run. Good length and line so far by Craig. Short of the length, keeping the batsman in check. As I mentioned earlier, Ireland had won the toss and elected to field. The weather's become a bit hotter, a bit humid as well, compared to the lovely weather we have in the morning in Muscat. Nicely plays off his toes, out towards the square leg boundary, 4 runs to Max. Slower one and very nicely taken care of by the batsman, out towards the square leg boundary for 4. (15) for no wicket. Craig right arm over the wicket. Once again, short of the length and brilliantly played out towards the square leg boundary for 4. All the time in the world to play at square leg. So now Max also back into the runs. 2 consecutive boundaries in 2 balls. And score quickly, moving on to 19. Hops back and take a cheeky single and chances of run out. And decision goes to the third umpire. It was a cheeky single, quite close. What out? It's coming back. Although the batsman is moving back towards the pavilion, but still umpire has referred it to the third umpire. So we'll have to see. So it was an unnecessary run, I think. Tooby was batting very well. So still so it's a run out, brilliantly run out. Harry Tractor has brilliantly run out Tooby, and the first wicket fell down for Netherlands. 19 for 1. We have a record this morning when Hong Kong lost 3 consecutive batsmen as runouts, and overall in 4 runouts were there in the Hong Kong innings. One of the most accomplished batsmen Netherlands has, Ben Cooper, is in. Lot of responsibility on his shoulders to get through. And right from the word it goes, brilliantly played towards mid-off boundary, 4 runs. Ben started with a boundary. End of the second over. Netherlands moves on to 23 for 1 for the loss of Tubi, who was unfortunately run out. Ben Cooper is the consistent scorer for the Netherlands team. Gareth Delaney. Gareth is the new bowler bowling from the scorer's end. So I think Gareth is a spinner, right arm, and he is going to bowl to Max. Slightly short of the length and nicely played towards short extra cover. And the fielder takes it on the knee and is fell down on the wicket ground. Badly struck on the knee. It's a full-blooded shot. The ball was very short and Gareth right arm around the wicket, and Ben has played it off his toes towards the deep square leg boundary for a single. "25 for 1." And this time he just uses his feet and hits it over the mid-on boundary for a 6. Lovely shot. Just pushes it ahead, a step ahead of him and hit it over the mid-on boundary for 6. This wicket is becoming more dry and more better for the batsman to play. Score moves on to 31 for 1. Right arm leg spinner. Onto the back foot, cracks it straight to point. No run. It's not getting his line properly right now, Gareth. Once again, right arm over the wicket. Played straight to short extra cover into the hands of the fielder at short extra cover. Gareth. Once again short of the length and played straight to a fielder. No run. End of the third over from Ireland. 31 for 1. Ben Cooper and Max is batting now for Netherlands. Once again bowling change from the pavilion end. It is Rankin, one of the best bowlers Ireland have got. Good record in international cricket by Rankin. Right arm over the wicket. to Cooper. Outside the off stump, Cooper tried to cut it, makes no contact, and the ball goes through to the keeper. Wicket keeper standing back. We have a third man, short point cover, extra cover on the offside, mid on, short mid wicket, deep square leg, and a short fine leg on the onside. One more run to the total and one more to the Cooper. 32 for 1. Cooper on 6. Ranking one of the best fast bowlers in Ireland. Right arm over the wicket. On to the back foot. Played it out towards the deep third man boundary for a single. By Max, one more. 33 for 1. The first match of this Five Nation tournament was played this morning between Oman and Hong Kong lost the match by 7 wickets. Down the leg side, straight to the keeper. For Oman, the captain Zishan Maqsood scored brilliant 39, and equally responsible knock of 32 by Khawar Ali, and backed up by some brilliant bowling by Nadeem. 2 wickets for 22. Khawar himself bowled very well, and Amir Kaleem. Onto the back foot, cracks it over point region, 4 runs by Cooper. The ball's very short of the length, high above chest, and he just nicely placed it towards the point boundary for 4. 37 for 1. Once again try to cut it, makes no contact, and through to the keeper. End of the 4th over. 37 for 1 at the end of 4th over. Going very well, Netherlands, as far as the run rate is concerned. 9.2 runs and over so far, with the loss of 2B. Mark once again brought back into the attack by the Ireland skipper, and he is going to bowl to Max O'Dowd. It's over pitch and nicely played out towards deep mid off, but not very much power in the shot, but managed to get 2 runs out of it. 2 more to the total, 39 for 1. Brilliant. Fine delivery from Adrian. Just beat the batsman outside the off stump. Brilliantly played out towards the extra cover boundary. 4 runs from Max O'Dowd. He makes it a better delivery for him to hit just a yard ahead of him, and he just pulled it out towards the extra cover boundary. 4 runs, 43. Now Netherlands for 1. That was a slower one and very well taken care of by Max. Played it out towards the short square leg region for 1. 44 for 1. Wicket keeper standing back. We have a short third man, a gully right on the circle point. Short cover, mid off, deep mid on, a squarish mid wicket near the umpire, and a short fine leg with a sweeper is on mid wicket boundary right on the fence. Played it out towards the deep gully, got no run out of it. Delivery kept a bit low, and Cooper tried to play it out towards the onside. Doesn't make contact, takes it on the pad. End of the 5th over, and 44 is the score for Netherlands. Loss of 1 wicket. This 5-nation T20 tournament, as I said earlier, is a prelude to the World Cup qualifier matches to be played in Dubai in next 2 weeks' time, where 14 teams will be vying to get a place in the 2020 World Cup T20 tournament to be played in Australia. Only except Nepal, all the other 3 teams are playing this qualifier, including Oman, Netherlands, Ireland, and Hong Kong. So it is a good opportunity for all those teams to get themselves acclimatized under the conditions of this particular area, Gulf, which is more famous for onto the back foot, cracks it between point and cover, 4 runs. Very hot and humid conditions in these areas. Craig is bowling from the pavilion end. The last of the power play overs, 6th over. So far the run rate for Ireland is quite satisfactory. Shot up and just in front of the fielder at deep mid wicket. Got single on it. So 1-4 the total, 49 for 1. Craig is bowling the 6th over from this pavilion end. Right arm bowler Craig over to Cooper, and it's brilliantly played over the head of the bowler, 4 runs, and that is the 50 of Netherlands innings. 53 for 1, going very well as far as the run rate is concerned. And so far Ireland bowlers could not have any impact on the batsmen to stop them playing their favorite shots. It's a slow bouncer, not very well played by the batsman Cooper. He's a tall guy, Cooper. Craig right arm over the wicket once again, round the just flicks it away off his toes out towards the square leg boundary for a single. Ben Cooper won for the total 54 for 1. End of the power play, 6 overs completed. 54 is the total. Exactly 9 runs an over is the run rate. The host Oman has done a great job in the international cricket from last couple of years, making waves in international cricket. They have come from Division 5 to Division 2, where they have been runners up and got the ODI status. And the first outing in Scotland, they have achieved 6 points in the first match. Dockrell is the new bowler. Is goal to board from the scorer's end. Bowling to Ben Cooper, left arm. Pushes out towards the Wacken long on position for a single. Sensibly playing, both the batsmen not taking any risk, as we have seen some very unfamiliar runouts in the morning session when Hong Kong lost 4 of the top batsmen run out in mix up with each other. Kept a bit short and played it over the point boundary and got 2 runs by Max. Left arm short and brilliantly played over the square leg boundary. We'll have to see the umpire signal. It's a 6. So 6 more to Max and 6 more to the Netherlands. Total 63 for 1. Quite short, and he took full advantage of this short ball. Once again onto the back foot, played it out towards the deep third man boundary. 1 for them. 64 for 1. Dockrell is very good of a spinner. Brilliantly swept it away out towards the square leg boundary. 4 runs by Ben. So, bad bowling so far from the spinner. So far 14 runs have been given away. And there's a chance of they go for the review, run out appeal. Slight hesitation between the batsmen. A slight hesitation between the batsmen. We'll have to wait and see the third umpire's decision on this run out. Today looks to be a record day for run outs in this first day of Five Nation T20 tournament. 4 run outs in the morning sessions and the second run out in the Netherlands innings. So this is the 6th run out so far in this tournament so far. Very first day, 4 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. Colin Ackerman is the new man in. That is an unnecessary run out. $69 for 2 Ireland. With Max, who was batting brilliantly, finally got run out for 38 well played runs. 23 balls he took to score 38 runs. Shane Gatgate is a new bowler. So nicely played out towards mid-off. While Ackerman, no run. The 7th over is in progress. Just pass it on to the sweeper at the deep extra cover boundary for a single. Ackerman off the mark with the single. 70 is the total. 2 wicket downs for Netherlands. Gatgate continued to bowl from the pavilion end. Right arm over the wicket to Cooper. Onto the back foot, cracks it past extra cover, and they go quickly for the 2 runs. Man looks to be in a great form, playing a very sensible knock. Anything short, he is just sending it to the over the ropes. Gatgate ready to bowl the next delivery. Right arm over the wicket to Cooper. Once again onto the back foot, cracks it to the sweeper at the deep extra cover for a single. $73 for 2 Netherlands. Ireland has won the toss and elected to field. Weather is quite hot and humid a bit. We do have lot of raining in the morning. That makes the weather great for the cricket, but the afternoon session is a bit more hot and humid. Teams has to sweat out under the conditions here in Muscat, Oman. Right arm over, down the leg side, and wide ball. 74 for 2. Played straight to a fielder. So far quite good bowling from Shane. He has given away only 4 runs in this over so far. Netherlands is moving on with a great run rate of 9.8, quite healthy. It's a slower one, played it out towards the wider mid-on. .75 for 2 at the end of 8th over. Cooper is batting on 24 and Ackerman on 2. Rankins once again brought back into the attack from the scorer's end, right arm over the wicket. Short of the length and nicely played between the point and extra cover region, 4 runs by Ackerman. So far Ireland bowlers are not quite able to contain the Netherlands batsmen. They are not bowling in a good length and line. Rankins right arm once again and brilliantly played off his toes out towards the fine leg boundary, another boundary for Ackerman. So Ireland bowlers has to check their length and line, because so far the batsmen from Netherlands are taking full advantage of the nicely played out towards the third man for a single for Ackerman. Slight change in the field now. Rankin once again, right arm round to Cooper. Cooper, the tall guy, and he's playing the balls according to the merit. Played it out towards deep third man for a single. .85 for 2. The 9th over is in progress. And it's a run out day in the first day of this Five Nation tournament. So far 6 batsmen have been run out, 4 of the Hong Kong innings and 2 from the Netherlands, which is very, very rare. But all cricket, everything is possible. This is what is happening here as well. Now wraps it on the pad, going well away down the leg side. End of the 9th over from Ireland, 86 for 2. Netherlands quietly placed with a good run rate of 9.5. Healthy one. Gatcake continued to bowl the 10th over for Ireland, and Act will be facing him. Played it out towards the short point. Just pushes out towards the sweeper at deep extra cover for 1. Get right down over the wicket, round the wicket to Cooper. It's a slower one, very intelligently bowled. Once again a slower one and nicely played out towards the sweeper at deep extra cover. .88 for 2, Netherlands quite going according to their strategy. Very, very healthy run rate, about 9.5 and over. Kane's slower one, played it out to the short fine leg for a single. Some advice from the wicket keeper to the bowler. He's changing variations in his bowling. Beautiful shot over the head of the bowler at deep mid off boundary, 4 runs to Cooper. He is seeing the ball very well right the onset. The first ball he played was a boundary. 93 for 2. Ireland must need some good tight bowling to contain both batsmen, scoring freely from both the ends, Cooper and Ackerman. So, end of 10th over, Netherlands 93 for 2. Good. 94. 64. Delaney is bowling the 11th over for Ireland. Leg spinner, right arm leg spinner, is now going to bowl to Cooper. Brilliantly played, the great sweep shot from Cooper, 4 runs to him, 4 to the Netherlands total. He moves on to 30 and 98 now. The 11th over is in progress. Played it on to the sweeper at the extra cover for 199 for 2. Cooper batting very well on 35, equally sensibly supported by Ackerman. This time he sweeps it, but comfortably got 2. That is the 100 of Netherlands inning. 101 for 2. Netherlands, after Ireland won the toss and asked them to bat. Brilliantly saved by the short extra cover fielder. Could have been a boundary. Onto the back foot, plays it out towards the sweeper, a deep extra cover for a single. End of 11 over. The wicket is playing very nicely. Ball coming up to the batsman nicely and letting them to play their shots. Beautiful batting wicket. Janelle has given away 18 runs so far in his 2 overs. 32. Mark Adair once again brought back into the wicket from the pavilion end. Over pitch, nicely played out towards the wideish mid-on for a single. 104 for 2. Wide spread field now set for both the batsmen by the Ireland skipper. Shot outside the off stump and played again once again out to the sweeper, a deep extra cover for one. Lot of work has to be done by the sweepers on both the sides. The bowling is not according to the expectations. And played upishly and chance of a run out. इसको इधर कर लेते हैं. Adrian. So the shot high and very nicely placed out by Ackerman towards the gully region, 4 runs. The bowling is not coming up to the expectations of the Ireland captain, I believe, because the length and line is not that much good, which keeps the batsman quiet. A slower one played out towards the cover boundary, cover point. Only a single been scored. 111. It's a Nelson figure. 111 for 2. And half volley played beautifully out towards the deep mid on. Only a single scored. End of the 12th over. 112 for 2, with Cooper batting on 39 and Ackerman batting on 24. Ackerman scored 24 in 17 balls, while Ben has scored 39 in 28 balls. Quit going. Delaney continued to bowl the third over from the scorer's end. Short of the length, and Cooper, as I told you, tall man, take full advantage of it, smashed it over the mid wicket boundary for 4. So he is moving on quickly towards the 50 mark, 43 not out in just 29 balls. Just pushes it accordingly to the mid-on boundary for a single. I am I'm Jamil Zaidi giving you the commentary for this tournament. Delaney right arm over the wicket to Ackerman, and he cuts and gets a single out towards deep gully. Rankin fielded well, turning back. Sensible batting by Ackerman. He is giving ample support to Cooper, who is playing his aggressive knock. Over pitch and played it out toward the wideish mid-on region by Cooper for a single. 45 to him and 119 to Netherlands. Officially played it straight to mid-off for a single by Ackerman. So far they have maintained their run rate of about 9 runs an over, which is quite good for the T20 type of matches. Onto the back foot, cracks it past extra cover boundary, and very nicely fielded by the fielder. It was a certain boundary, very well taken care of by the fielder at deep extra cover. So it's the end of 13th over, 122 for 2, Netherlands. Nicely placed as far as the run rate is concerned. They have maintained the run rate right from the first over. One more to the total, 123. Rankin has been brought back into the attack from the pavilion end or the commentator's end, whatever you like. Quite hot afternoon here in Muscat compared to the nice weather we had in the morning when there was heavy rain. So runs are coming quite freely for Netherlands. Boyd Rankins is one of the best bowlers Ireland has got and got a good reputation internationally. And finally, Ackerman is out to a good catch at the deep mid wicket boundary, and finally Rankin has got a wicket. So Netherlands lost the third wicket in the name of Ackerman, who played very well. Move on. Okay. 15 overs have gone, 130 for 3, and Cooper is still stuck on 49 for his well played 50. Run rate comes down a bit, 8.6 now. Earlier it was 9.3 in all previous overs. Get Kate brought back. Rolf Vander Merwe, the most accomplished, one of the best batsmen in the world, is now on. He's on 6, and Cooper is on 49. He scored in 36 deliveries. Very wide spread field now, with the wicketkeeper standing back. A short third man, a deep point on the fence, and this deep extra cover. Sweepers are there, mid off. Bang it over the bowler's head for a 6. And that is a brilliant knock from Cooper. What a way to get 50. The ball was short of the length, and he, as I told you, tall man, take full time of it, hammered it over the heads of the bowler and over the screen for 6. So he is on 55. Brilliant knock. It's a nice way to get a 50, either by boundary or by mighty 6. He has done this. (138). Now Netherlands for 3 wickets. Ackerman and Cooper, both of them has got a good partnership among themselves. Rolf Vander Merwe, the captain of Netherlands teams, one of the highly rated batsmen in the world. The ball just went short of the short fine leg fielder. Tried but in vain. One more to the total, 139. Being a holiday today, now the crowd is coming. Get kick right arm round the wicket. Oh, it was a full toss, took the outer edge of the bat and went through to the boundary, to the deep third man boundary. 4 runs to Cooper. The end of 16th over, 143 for 3. The highlight of today's games is so far is the runouts. 6 runouts in this today's play, 4 from Hong Kong and 2 from Netherlands. Earlier in the morning, Oman comfortably beat Hong Kong who scored 96 runs for the loss of 9 wickets, and out of them 4 were runouts. Khawar, Nadeem and Amir Kaleem bowled very well. Nadeem got 2, Khawar got 1, Amir Kaleem got 1, Bilal got 1. 4 runouts. And then the Shan Maqsood, the skipper, and Khawar Ali have gone through to the required run rate. Khawar was out on the second last ball of the match, got run out. Once again short of the length, but it couldn't cross the boundary. Most of the balls that has been bowled by Ireland bowlers are short of the length, or it was too short, giving ample chance for the batsman to hit either on the mid-wicket side or on the cover point. Brilliant running by these two, Markwau and Cooper, both seasoned batsmen playing international cricket for the last couple of years. Good understanding among themselves. यार मेक इट हॉट यार, बिल्कुल ठंडा लाता है आप इधर तक. वन विदाउट टी, विदाउट शुगर, टी. वन विदाउट शुगर. Kindly ensure hot. Full toss and played it out towards the short mid wicket, and they go for the quick 2, and they made it. So, very good running between the wickets by these two, Cooper and Kmav. 150 for Netherlands, 150 for 3. 17th over is in progress. It's a very good track to bat on. So far they don't have any difficulty in playing, nor there is a movement of the wicket in the air, the ball coming very nicely onto the bat, making easy for the batsmen to play their shots. Down the leg side, try to flash it out, and it's a wide ball. One more to the total, 152 for 3. That was a good bouncer. End of the 17th over. 152 for 3. Netherlands, 3 overs to go. Approximately 9 runs an over so far they have scored, which is very, very good.
What colour car are you in?
Thank you.
Okay.
Rankins continue to bowl his the 18th over of the innings from the pavilion or the commentator's end, right arm, round to Cooper. Good delivery there. Played it back to the bowler. Pushes it out to mid-off for a single by Cooper. Very tidy bowling from Rankin in this over so far. Not allowing the batsman to hit freely. Vandermeer will take on the third ball from Rankins. Onto the back foot, place it past point there. 2 fielders after it, and they go quickly for the 2 runs. So 2 more to the total. Very well fielded by Rankins himself. Great athleticism from on his part. Tall guy. Stopped a certain boundary seems to be. Just flicked it away out for toes out towards the square leg for a single by Kmav. 156 for 3. The 18th over is on. Heading towards a sizable total of about 170 as expected in the next 2 overs, which will be a good fighting total for them. The full toss played it on towards the deep mid on. End of the 18th over, 157, and that's the end of the Mark Adair has bowled 3 for 727, Craig Young 3 for 31, Delaney 3 for 21, Rankins 27 runs, 1 wicket, Dockrell 1 over 15 runs. Shane Gatkick 4 overs 36. So the only successful bowler is Rankin, who has taken 1 wicket of 27 runs. And the umpire seems to check whether it is above the waist height. It's a good catch taken in the deep gully. We have to wait for the umpire's decision about this wicket. We'll have to wait for the umpire's decision about this ball, whether it was a waist height or it was an okay. It's a very good catch taken by the deep gully fielder. A slight delay on the part of the third umpire, yet to decide whether it was a legal delivery or it was a waist height delivery. The third umpire is Rahul Ashir, and he is out now. Cooper played brilliant knock. Cooper 157 for 4. Brilliant knock from Cooper. Well played, 65 in 44 deliveries. We cannot have how many boundaries and sixes we have done? 65. How many boundaries? How many sixes? Scott. Cooper has played 44 balls and scored 8 boundaries and 1 6 in a knock of 65 with a strike rate of 147.73. Excellent run rate. Scott is the new man in. It was a bouncer and the Westman let it go to the wicket keeper. No run on it. The ball high in the air above the short cover fielder, and the batsman looking for two, but finally sent back by Merv. 158 for 4. The 19th over is on. Netherlands against Ireland, first match of the Five Nation T20 tournament, being played at Muscat at Oman Cricket Academy ground. Short of the length, and Cooper above played it out towards deep square leg for a single. 159. And it's a reverse sweep and is out, caught by Rankins of the bowling of Delaney. So Netherlands 159 for 5, and it's good over for the Delaney. He got 2 wickets in this over. Very important wicket of Cooper. He was caught brilliantly at the third slip. और इसके साथ 3 टोपियां लाके देना तीनों पे. नहीं, what I say, if Anup यार, if half (160 for 5 wickets, 19 overs completed. The last over is on. Finally, Ireland bowlers have coming back into the game. Couple of wickets in quick successions, which resulted in the coming down of run rate, which was 9.3 at one stage. It's come down to 8.4, but a good respectable total is there on the board, 160. But seeing the Ireland batting, it doesn't look that much difficult. Peter is on 8, just came in off the mark with 2 runs, while Merv is 16. $163. Nice catch taken by Delaney at the deep mid-on boundary. The 6th wicket have fallen down. The ball was high in the air, but very watchfully taken now by Delaney at the deep mid-on boundary. Tony Stall is a new man in. $163 for 6. Good comeback by Ireland. At the moment, one time it looks that they might cross 170, 180 target. But some good bowling and good fielding by Ireland kept the run rate checked and under 9 now. The end of 20th over, Ireland score 167 for 7. The target for Ireland is 168. I'll just brief you the details. Tooby scored 9 runs. Maxwell scored 38 of 23 balls. Ben Cooper, the high scorer, 65 runs with 45 balls. Colin Ackerman scored 27 in 21 balls. Rolf Vandermerve, 22 in 20 balls. Scott Edwards, one run. Peter Seller, 2. And Antonius Stoll, 1. 167 for 7 in 20 overs at the rate of 8.35 an over. So after a break of 10 minutes, you will be back with Netherlands bowling and Ireland batting. Mark Adair has scored 4 overs, 30 runs and got 2 wickets. Craig Young, 4 overs, 2 wickets, given away 38 runs. Gareth Delaney, 3 overs for 21. Boyd Rankins, 4 over, 27 runs, 1 wicket. George Dockrell, 1 over 15. Shane Gatkick, 4 overs, 36. So these are the all statistics for the bowlers and the batsmen, and we'll be back in 10 minutes time for the Netherlands or Ireland batting. Kevin O'Brien scored a couple of centuries in international cricket in ODIs and Test as well. A brilliant player. Mekran started the innings with the spinners, right down. My God, it was a brilliant ball, and I think it was having an edge. The wicketkeeper could not collect it properly. He takes it on the finger. End of the first over, Ireland 7 for no wicket, with Gary on 7 and Kevin yet to open his account. Very good attacking field set by the Netherlands keeper Mark Wolf. A slip, a gully, a short point, a sweeper at a deep extra cover boundary, a short extra cover, mid off, mid on, deep mid wicket and short fine leg. Wicket keeper standing back. Brandon Glover is going the second over. Very good running by these two. As I told you, the most seasoned player from Ireland scoring couple of centuries from Kevin in international cricket, ODIs and Test as well, with Gary also, a splendid player of his class. .167 is good fighting total, but seeing the Ireland batting, it does not look that it is more difficult for them, but all we said it's cricket. It's beaten there by the pace. Brandon, lively ball, slightly down the leg side, but umpire has not thinking of giving it a wide, just very close to the leg stump. Brandon. Kevin tried to play it on to the onside, but does not make a good contact, takes it on the pad with the help of a bat and pad. And brilliantly played out towards the extra cover boundary, 4 runs. On the up, slightly uppish over the extra cover boundary, 4 runs to Kevin. So he started his innings with a boundary. 12 for no wicket. This time played it out towards the wideish mid-on, and they are home for 1 comfortably. 13, Ireland moves on. The second over is in progress. Very well bowled and equally played it out towards the short squarish region, 1 for them. 14. Good over from Brandon. 2 overs now, 14 is the score. Gary 9, Kevin on 5. A lot of changes in the field by the skipper of Netherlands. Skipper standing back. Now they have taken out the slip. A deep third man right on the fence. A gully on the circle. 1, 2, 3. 2 cover point gully, short cover. Armstrong took the outer edge on the vacant third man boundary, 4 runs. To Gary, 13 now. Akron is bowling from the scorer's end. Right arm over. Once again daps it towards third man for a single. This time the fielder was there. It will be an interesting match which is underway right now. Ireland and Netherlands. Macron right arm over. Beautifully played, but equally very well fielded by the short fine leg fielder. It's typical Brian Lara style shot played by Gary, but came straight to the hands of the short fine leg fielder. Brilliantly fielded by the fielder at short mid wicket. So one more run to the total 20. It's a beauty from Macron, just lifting delivery outside the off stump, and very lucky for Gary not to get a touch. It's brilliant bowling. Ample pace off the wicket, coming very fast. It's a short pitch delivery. End of the third over, a good one as far as the Netherlands is concerned. 3 overs, 20 runs on board with no wicket of Ireland. Brandon will continue to bowl the fourth over from the commentator box end. It's down the leg side, very wide, and it's a wide delivery. Both Macron and Brandon has got good pace, keeping the ball up. Difficult batsman to hit. Oh, what a shot! What a shot! Slightly short of the length, standing on his position, pulls it over the square leg boundary for 6. This is what Kevin O'Brien is for. As I mentioned, a very great batsman for Ireland, scored a lot of runs for them, and the key player. Scored a couple of ODI centuries, and if I remember, it was a century scored against England in India a couple of years back in the World Cup, which was the best innings he has played. Brandon, right arm. down the leg side, but it took the slight edge from the pad, prevented any white ball. Once again a short ball and same result, brilliantly played, standing on his place, smashed it over the square leg boundary for 6. 2 sixes in the same over. Kevin looks in a great touch. He has perfect timing, slightly short of the length and took full advantage of it, just moving a bit backward, placed it over square leg for 6. Brilliant knock, both superb hits. Good comeback by Brendan. Brilliant Yorker and very nicely played by Kevin. After the full toss, end of over number 3, 35 is the total. Again, playing very comfortably by Gary and Kevin, smashing anything which they receive short. "23 to Kevin and 16 to Gary. and he's out. Just slower one, and Kevin tried to play it on the top of the fielder, but could not make it. Slight variation by the bowler, and the first very important wicket of Kevin O'Brien has been taken by Netherlands. So first loss to Netherlands, 40 for 1. Fifth over is in progress. Fifteen balls he has faced, 2 4s and 2 6s, 153 strike rate. Just got out. Vandermeer, a very, very experienced bowler and a very, very dependable batsman. And this time it is smashed over the wideish mid-wicket boundary for a 6 by Balbrin. Just tried to give some air and Balbrin has taken it over wideish mid-wicket for a 6. The ball went out of the ground, so a good knock from him. Quick 20 so far in just 11 balls. And beautifully played once again to the vacant point boundary and took 2 runs. Lot of hard work has been done by the fielder at the deep extra cover boundary. He has to cover a lot of ground. The entire point and gully region is totally vacant. Wildly says no after taking 1 run from Balbrin. .70 is the total. 2 wicket down, Ireland. 8th over is in progress. 2 very important wickets of Kevin and Gary has been taken by Netherlands. Oh, good delivery. The shooter one coming into the batsman. Hurriedly played it back. End of the 8th over by Mark Buff. Eighth over gone. 70 is the total. 70 for 2. Gareth is still not open his account for himself and just pushes it out towards the mid-on and gets single off the mark. Left arm slow bowler. Give little flight to the ball, but nicely played out by Garrett towards mid-on for a single. Once again, put it out toward mid-on for a single by Garrett. .73 is the score. That's nicely played out towards the sweeper at the deep extra cover for single. Changing the score. Swept well, and it's over the rope 4 runs. 4 more to Balbrin, 29 to his credit now. 78 is the total, 2 wicket down. Nicely placed to the sweeper at the offside, single to him, 30, he's on. End of 9th over, 79 for 2. Shane Senator has brought it back from the commentary box end, right arm, medium pace. Just pushes it out towards the short gully area. No run results. Two more to him, 32. The full toss and his half-hearted shot played by Balbrin, and a very, very crucial wicket by Netherlands. So the third wicket fell down for Ireland, 81 for 3. The 10th over is on. Balbrin was playing Delaney and Hector. Marv once again came back onto the attack from the scorer's end. Very, very experienced player for Netherlands, playing cricket for more than 10 years now. A very, very established all-rounder. Played even IPL also and other leagues. Brilliantly played over the extra cover boundary, 4 runs by Gareth. He uses his feet out and plays out towards the sweeper at the deep point. 1 for them, 1 for the total, 89 for 3. Hector is on one. Uppishly played out towards the cover region and lucky escape for him. Very cleverly bowling from Merv. Very experienced person, knows where to bowl. Almost yoked him, but very well played by. Onto the back foot, cuts it down towards the point. It's 91 for 3 now. Once again, a very good delivery. Flatter one. End of over number 11, 192 for 3. Brendan continued to bowl from the commentator's end. Garrett on 10 and Harry Tector on 3. Good running between the wickets. Full drive by Hector, but straight to a fielder. Not collected cleanly, result in 1 run being taken by Hector. Wildly said no by Garrett. 94 for 3. Very, very nice fielding by Netherlands teams. They have taken 2 very good catches. This match going to be an interesting one. Very nicely bowled by the Brandon Yorker. Straight to sweeper for a single, one to the total. .96 and Garrett on 12, Hector on 5. Makes it brilliantly fielded. End of the 12th over. .97 for 3 Ireland. 12 overs completed. 8 overs remaining. 71 runs required at the rate of above 8 runs an over. So it will be a very interesting to see how Ireland will come up with the required run rate. So far the bowling is up to the mark after the earlier shocks that has been given to them by Ireland. Just fell short of the fielder at deep mid wicket. Once again passed straight to deep mid wicket for a single. .99 now Ireland. Uses his feet and hammered it towards the wideish mid-on for a boundary, and Ireland now 103 for 3. Very good running by these two, Hector and Gareth. Ackerman using his spinners. Right arm over the wicket to Harry. This time onto the offside. Upishly played but safe. One more run to the total, 106. Fielded on Rose bowling. End of the 14th over. Now the target is 167, 60 1 run required in 7 remaining overs. Still the average of almost 8.5 runs an over is still required by Ireland. Change in the bowling. Mikran has brought back into the attack from the commentator's end. Slightly short of the length and smashed it just in front of the fielder at short mid wicket. It's high in there, 2 fielders after it, but it went dropped in between the 2 wicket keeper and the short mid wicket. Good bowling from Mikran. He's changing his length and line. Making batsmen difficult to play. This time played it nicely off his toes over to the vacant wideish mid on. So 2 more runs to the total, 2 more to Gareth. 109 for 3 now. Quite better crowd than in the morning. As I told you, today is a half day. Now people are coming. Just pushes it away and they go for a quick 2. Both Gareth and Hector are now stealing every possible opportunity to score runs. 1-1-1 for 3 now. Called the Nelson's figure 1-1-1, and the famous international umpire David Shepherd normally used to jump whenever such figures are come. Good delivery there outside the off stump. Beating the batsman outside the off stump. Short bouncer, played straight to a fielder. So end of the 14th over. The asking run rate moves up to above 9 now. Good over from Ikran, containing both the batsmen to hit boundaries. Peter Sella continued to bowl from the scorer's end. Reverse sweep almost cost Ireland fourth wicket. This is all innovation. He tried to do it, but at the wrong time. Ireland has to be. They have to play sensibly if they want to win this match. It's a wide. 1-1-5 for 3. Peter is bowling from the Gary played it on the head of the bowler between mid-off and mid-on for 2. 1-1-7. Change of action from the bowler, now bowling over the wicket to Garrett. Nice bit of fielding by the cover, short extra cover. It's over the head of the bowler and it's a 6. Garrett now is playing an anchor role for the Ireland. Straight 6 over the head of the bowler. There's some problem to the fielder at the deep mid-on, stuck with the rope. Fielder got some treatment from the physio. The match coming to more closer. With this 6, the run rate is almost now 9, 8.5, 8.75 some. 8.71 runs and over is required. End of 15th over, 124 for 3 Ireland. Gareth is playing on 28 in 23 balls. Harry Tector 15 in 13 ball. Paul Stunny scored 29 of 19. Kevin O'Brien 23 of 15. Andrew Balbrin 32 of 20. So everybody has scored about 20 runs. Snatter bowling the 16th over of the innings. Slower one and smashed out towards the deep extra cover boundary for 125. The matches normally played between these two teams are quite interesting and close. In the last tournament, which was held in Oman, Netherlands has won that tournament. It was a tri-nation, including Oman also. Straight to mid-on for a single. This is what Netherlands bowlers has to do, containing the Ireland batsmen to scoring boundaries. Let them take the singles. Colin Ackerman, 2 overs, 16 runs. Brandon Glover, 3 for 27 runs. Paul Meekran, 18 for 1. He got Shane Slater, 19 for 1. His third over is on. And then another wicket has fallen down. That was the Netherlands guys are looking for. A very good wicket by Snater. And Gareth has gone after playing a good knock. Now 127 for 4 wickets, 15.2 overs. So run rate required is 8.79 in 4.4 overs, and I'm sure this match is heading towards a close finish. Netherlands has come back aggressively after a couple of overs in the opening overs where the score rate was going very well. Kevin O'Brien and Gary playing very well, and then a couple of quick wickets bring them back into the game. Sorry. Snatter. Very good ball, beating the batsman. Mark Adair is the new man in. With Hector is now have to take the responsibility of getting Ireland through. It's high in the air, but just fell short of the deep mid-on fielder Cooper. 128 for 4. 16th over is on. The score red jumps over 9.6 runs an over. End of this 16th over. 129 for 4 wicket. 24 balls and 39 runs required. Merv has brought back into the attack. He is very experienced and clever bowler, and the right time to bring him back, because if he bowls well, the run rate will go up. Still above 9 it's required. That's just almost through between the slips and the wicket keeper. Beautiful delivery from him. Mark Adair got off 1 run, 2 to him and 17 to Hector. It was a reverse sweep, almost a catch towards the short third man, just fell in front of the fielder. 131 for 4. That's very clever bowling from Makwav. He's a very experienced bowler and knows how to bowl under these conditions where the bowlers have to require batsmen to quite this time he plays it out towards the gully region and got 2. So Hector has now responsibility on him to bring closer to Ireland for the victory against Netherlands in this match. The 17th over is on. The required run rate is above 10 now. Brilliantly played over the mid-on boundary, 4 runs to Hector. Now time for him to open up, because not much of the overs remains in this match. So somebody has to take the responsibility of scoring more runs, and now seems to be doing that. Once again it was a full toss and passed on to the vacant gully boundary, 4 runs to Hector. This is what Ireland required at the moment, 2 consecutive boundaries of Merv. 28 to his credit now, Hector. Again, the chart over by over, couple of over are very good. The maximum runs have been scored. Now you can see. But one thing is there, the runs were always kept around 8.5 runs and over. Now they need 26 of the remaining 3 overs. 143 for 4. 25 needed in the remaining 17 balls. Right arm of the wicket. Wow. Oh, the great shot. From Mark Adair. Oh, I'm sorry, Hector is now really playing very well, bringing victory closer for Ireland. He is on 34. Oh, it's beautifully bowled. Yorked him almost. By Brandon. "19 required of 15 deliveries. Brandon to Hector, and he hits it over the mid-wicket boundary. 4 more runs to him. Very sensibly playing. 38 to his credit now. "15 required in 14 balls. One, it's a wide ball declared by umpire Vinod Babu on the non-striker's end. "154. Now 14 required. Nicely placed over mid-on for 155. Hector on 39. Mark on 4. Brandon once again. Beautifully played. And it's a 6. It's a full toss, juicy full toss. Nicely played by Mark over mid-on for 6. So now things looks very easy for Ireland. 161 now. Just required 7 runs. The good part of Ireland batting is that all the batsmen kept the run rate above 8. So that gives them this opportunity now to come up and close the innings. Hector definitely played a very sensible knock and started hitting boundaries at the right time. With Mark hitting that lovely 6 of a full toss from Brandon. Now 18 over 161 is the score. 12 balls, 7 runs required. Cut beautifully out towards the vacant gully boundary, 4 runs. Hector is on now 43. Just 3 runs required for Ireland to complete the proceedings of this match. And that is the victory for Ireland. Another boundary and 47 not out Hector. A brilliant knock, sensible knock. Hector scored 47 of 26 balls with the help of. Congratulations to Ireland for the first victory of this tournament. Just give you a brief details. Paul Stirling scored 23 runs of 19 balls. Kevin O'Brien 23 of 15 balls. Andrew Balberin 32 of 20 balls. Gareth Delaney 29 of 25 balls. And Hector scored 47 of 26 balls. Played a very sensible and match-winning knock from him. Mark Adair gave him a good support, 10 runs of 5 balls. So Ireland 169 for 4 in 18.2 overs, while 167 runs scored by Netherlands, of which 65 runs scored by Cooper. Collins scored 2 overs for 16 for Netherlands. Brandon 4 overs 46. Paul 3.2 overs 25 runs 1 wicket. Shane Snatter 2 wickets for 21 in 3 overs. Peter Saylor 28 runs given in 3 overs, got 1 wicket. And Vanderbob 3 overs 32 runs. So congratulations to the Ireland team for winning the first match of this 5-nation tournament played in Muscat, Oman on the 5th of October 2019. Tomorrow there will be 2 matches played between Oman, the first match between Oman and Ireland, and the second match will be Nepal and Hong Kong. So thank you very much for watching our live coverage. Thank you my team, Chiku, Praveen, Nagu, Ritesh, our scorer, and of course Harish Bhai from the main chief scorer of this tournament. Thank you very much for all the help. Thank you to Oman Cricket as well. Iqbal Aryawala, the manager of the Oman Cricket office. giving us admirable support, and he is there whenever we require some assistance from him, so as the all other management, ground staff, and all the everyone who is helping us to make this event a great success. Thank you very much, and good evening and good night to you all. See you tomorrow morning at 9:30. Bye bye from Jamil Zaidi, commentator. Thank you.